Just to be quite frank, Economic Development Corporation sounds cool, but next to the Revenue Authority sounds way more serious. Welcome to another amazing episode of Expansion Starts Here, the podcast, the official podcast of the Prince George's County Economic Development Corporation. My name is Rhett Butler, your host, and today we are going to talk about one of the most transformational development opportunities in Prince George's County history. Who do I have to speak about that? Well, we're joined by two powerhouse leaders of the Revenue Authority of Prince George's County, Executive Director Judith S. Danso, Esquire, and Chief Real Estate Officer Nicole Hall. Today, they're driving the county's revitalized strategy around public land, public assets, private partnerships. And right now, they've launched a game-changing solicitation, the BSU Campus Village Mixed-Use RFP, a 93-acre transit-oriented development opportunity adjacent to the Bowie State University MARC station. This project has the potential to unlock new housing, retail, commercial space, university innovation, job creation, and long-term revenue. And it opens the door to major opportunities for local businesses, developers, contractors, and investors. Today, Judith and Nicole will break down what this RFP means, how businesses can plug in, and how collaboration across RAPGC and PGC EDC and our entire economic development cluster is creating a stronger, more connected future. I have the Revenue Authority of Prince George's County in the building today. First of all, this sounds like where the money resides. I have to say that. I wanted to ask them for a loan real quick. But Judy Danso, Esquire, Nicole Hall, my homie, Takeout Tuesday alumni, and the whole nine.
Yes.
Break this down for us, because if you say the Revenue Authority, that's the first thing people are thinking, right? This is like a guaranteed money machine for the county in people's mind. But what is the Revenue Authority of Prince George's County for those who are unfamiliar?
Yeah, well, to some extent, it is where the money resides.
Okay.
But we are a quasi-governmental agency that focuses on public safety.
Beautiful.
And then also our economic development arm. So we're a development finance agency where we have a number of managed programs that we operate on behalf of the county and other county stakeholders and partner agencies in terms of enforcement. Now, we are expanding our footprint when it comes to public safety and enforcement to also begin to provide resolutions around parking management. But we're also keenly focused on the economic development platform of our county executive and moving the ball forward with many of our development projects.
Beautiful. Sounds like elevate, which is the word of the day for this county. Nicole, why should Prince George's County businesses, developers, contractors care about the work of the Revenue Authority right now?
Why they should care about it is because we are the place of opportunity. Under Executive Director Danso, we are focused on providing those public safety solutions for our county residents, to developers, to small businesses, as well as elevating community development around the county. We're really excited about the energy of our agency as it's part of the Economic Development Cluster under DCO Tracy Benjamin. So we're really excited to kind of hold our place in that cluster and provide resolutions, not just for the parking enforcement, but also for the parking management. What are some of the challenges that a community or residential area may have? We can work with those community partners to provide a solution to those parking concerns, as opposed to just enforcing, citing, ticketing, things of that nature. So we want to provide those resources and opportunities, as well as create new opportunities for our economic development partners with new projects in the county, whether it's investment or partnership, joint ventures, but really to continue to elevate the message that we are active participants in the economic development cluster, and we are here to support the initiatives of the county executive.
Yeah, that was two elevates. So she snuck it in. It's happening.
Branding,
it's going down. So we have to collaborate. I mean, we got to talk about how we can collaborate. You said economic development, of course. And just to be quite frank, Economic Development Corporation sounds cool, but next to the Revenue Authority sounds way more serious. What does partnership look like, right? If we were to explore something, and again, this is nothing, official. We're just talking, we're just spitballing. But what does partnership look like from the business community standpoint? I mean, we all have the same interest, obviously, to want to see these businesses grow. But how can we benefit them mutually and even work together, possibly?
collaboration.
Yes.
Right?
Which is, this is the story, right?
It is
This
the story.
yeah.
And I can tell you, just knowing Madam Braveboy, understanding her intentionality when it comes to really expanding the footprint here in Prince George's County and attracting growth, attracting development opportunities, and ensuring that a lot of the opportunities that are within county government are accessible. So how do we begin to really provide access to many of those opportunities? She has focused on really streamlining processes within county government, particularly as it pertains to our procurement processes, streamlining those processes to allow for development to occur much quicker, to allow for a lot of some of the challenges that we do see when it comes to development, as far as entitlements, as far as infrastructure, to really happen a lot more quickly. I think traditionally in the past, that has been some of the barriers that have been presented for, businesses to have access to some of these opportunities, particularly around development. So really ensuring that we are bringing our business community into the fold of what we do as a county, whether it is, again, as it pertains to procurement, as it pertains to evolving development, and really advancing that is really what partnership looks like. And so she has opened up county government to provide for the voice of the business community at the table, and to really be in a position to leverage all of what county government can provide. So we're looking forward to being a very strategic partner in how, again, we collaborate with many of our other county agencies across the board.
No, it's beautiful. I mean, the fact that you guys are here today for us starts that collaboration,
Absolutely.
obviously. And we're both quasis.
Yes, we
right?
are.
We live in the quasi world.
And I think just to add to that, just looking at, both of our agencies are charged with increasing our commercial tax base and creating jobs for our county residents.
Yes.
So as the Revenue Authority and the Economic Development Corporation, as well as our other partner agencies under the ED cluster, we could provide and amplify our resources together to really help improve the capacity of our county-based businesses. And I think that's one of the biggest opportunities of our collaboration is to get more county-based businesses, small businesses in some of our development projects, in some of the activities of the county, as well as to grow for our generational wealth building within their families, within their clusters, within their communities. So I think that's where our collaboration can really take the county and benefit, as well as our combined priorities of increasing tax base, growing jobs, building around our transit centers, mixed-use development, attracting quality retail, as well as diverse housing options, affordable housing options for our residents. So I think that's the nexus of our collaborations as a cluster.
No, I love it. I mean, you talked about the future and generational wealth building. Clearly, I mean, Bowie State University, we're incubating the future every day here.
Yes.
Bowie State is doing amazing things. I went to Howard, and I'm jealous constantly of what Bowie's doing. I'm being very honest. I'm like, wow, Bowie is just blowing up.
Shout out to Dr. Burrow. The fact that Bowie State has been an anchor in our community for so many years, and again, how she has really allowed for the university to evolve in terms of not just the branding, but building capacity in and around the university. We're excited about the partnership at the state and local level.
Yeah, you guys are doing some amazing things for the future over there as well. 93-Acre Campus, Bowie Campus Village. There's an RFP right now that folks can apply to through January 30th.
That is correct.
That's correct, yes.
First of all, the fact that it's a 93-acre lot, you're looking for developers to come with a huge, amazing plan, TOD.
Yes.
Please talk about this, because this is exciting. I mean,
I'll let my
that's hugely transformational.
Real estate officer who is leading the charge with respect to that. But we're excited about this. We know that it's been a while, a time coming in terms of resoliciting this particular RFP. But I can tell you that, again, Madam Braveboy was very intentional about ensuring that we did it right, right? And that's important. It's important that, our respondent pool is fair and it's balanced, right? In terms of understanding the nature and the scope of the RFP. But again, as Chief Hall mentioned, we also want to position our businesses and our developers to be competitive, right? And so a part of this process and doing it the right way this next go round is really what we're also focused in wanting to ensure that we prioritize within this process.
The goal is to provide a really transformative development that creates a destination along the Bowie State University borders and provide connectivity of the Bowie State University campus, the MDOT Bowie State MARC station, and then the 93-acre county property. And what that's going to provide is really an amenity-rich destination and a part of the county that has great legacy, great resources and anchored by Bowie State University. And it provides a transformative opportunity for our development community to get very creative and innovative in how can we advance this site and answer the call from Governor Moore and looking at how can we address the housing shortage as a state as well as a county when it relates to affordable housing options as well as home ownership options for our residents. How can we support the growth of Bowie State University to be a more traditional campus experience as opposed to a off-campus experience? And how can we provide a incubation and innovation center for those students who are graduating Bowie State University and are looking to create their own businesses or to stay within the area and have affordable housing with access to transit that can get them into DC, that can get them into Baltimore, or that can get them to other main corridors and employment centers here in the county. We really want it to be intentional. We want it to be engaging. We're going to have a major community outreach as part of this RFP because this is not a project that is just for the county agencies. This is a project for the community and greater Prince George's County community as a whole.
Yeah, it sounds like you're making a landmark in the state of Maryland as well.
Yes, that is correct.
That is correct.
I mean, this is huge what you're talking about.
And we're working with state partners as well at the MDOT level.
So you have to be a creative developer and environmentally conscious.
Yes,
that is correct.
That is correct.
And clearly you guys are thinking extremely long term in terms of what this is going to do transformationally. So again, we're talking about elevation and this is it. I mean, you came at a right time to reinvigorate this RFP.
Yes.
Absolutely.
93 acres?
93 acres.
You know, that's the
It's
beauty
huge.
of Prince George's County. I mean, we have land.
We
Yes,
do.
We do. We have the
That's
most
amazing.
undeveloped land in the region. And so when we look for opportunities, and I think the county executive said it best, you know, you might hear stories of, oh, Six Flags is leaving and, you know, the commanders are leaving, but we see that as opportunity.
We do.
Those are hundreds and hundreds of acres that other jurisdictions would love to have in their borders that we have here in Prince George's County.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about the BSU Campus Village, but if I'm now, this is my first time really getting to know the Revenue Authority, I'm hearing about this opportunity, but what else is coming down the pipeline? Are there any other opportunities we should be on the lookout for? Anything people should know about?
You know, I really want to drive the point home that we are a parking solutions agency first, right? That feeds everything else that we do. So we, as part of our next steps, and as Madam Danso mentioned of our community outreach, we want to partner with municipalities. We want to partner with communities, HOA associations, our legacy communities to really provide parking solution and parking management opportunities, not just the siting and towing that we might be accustomed to seeing in our communities. We want to be a resource for solutions. And how can we help advance the public safety and support public safety within our purview. And we're really going to be intentional of communicating the programs that we have, the resources that we support from the county perspective, and how we can be a partner with a lot of our small businesses as our future opportunities or programmatic things come to the future. So we're really excited about, you know, really elevating that opportunity, whether it's a demolition RFP, a parking demand study, our commercial vehicle parking lot. We're looking to provide some solutions there. So there's a lot of activity that we have coming down the pipeline, and we're just really excited. But make sure you follow us at RVA PGC on all social media.
Please do. And I'm glad that Nicole mentioned our parking management solutions. That is one of the most recent sort of priorities and divisions that I have been very intentional about standing up within our agency, because coming from public safety, I understand the magnitude of the power and partnership. And in my role within public safety, I worked across the board with all 27 of our municipalities to really talk about those areas of opportunity when it comes to public safety, but then how we do that collectively as a team across the county. And so with respect to our public safety arm, we definitely want to be a driver of solutions. We definitely want to focus on, again, some of those ways in which we can collaborate and really work in tandem to advance the mission and the vision around how we do public safety as a team, but then also advance our economic development platform agenda as well.
We have an amazing team, truly an amazing team at the Revenue Authority. We have enforcement officers, community engagement partners that really are front and center and on the front lines with our communities, working with them day in, day out. And we couldn't, or say I couldn't do the economic development investment without all of their hard work and literal boots on the ground, and literally the boots on the ground. And I just really wanted to give them their credit, give them their flowers, and just say thank you for all that they do.
Don't think that boots on the ground reference went over my head. I like how y'all We always ask our guests one final question. You know our show is called Expansion Starts Here, the podcast. What does Expansion Starts Here mean to you?
Expansion Starts Here is opportunity, it's collaboration, it's growth, it's partnership, and it's elevating, right? Those are all the things that we are focused on. Those are the priorities that Madam Brave Boy has charged all of her agencies with. Yes. And, as we're building out, how we're doing business, we're focused on that smart growth. We're focused on, that elevation and really enhancing the response of county government and really making sure that the residents are engaged, that they're educated, that they're aware of how we're doing business, but we're not doing business the same way. We're enhancing, we're elevating, and we're really moving forward towards the advancement of what Prince George's County is and really realizing the full potential of our counties.
I would say it's intentionality, right? It's not just, moving forward and we're not collective and really not having a strategy. It's about being intentional in how we're going to elevate, intentional in the strategy and the plan to move the projects forward, intentional in what is the goal long-term and how can we chop that goal up into small plans and projects and objectives to reach that goal and keep the ball moving forward. I was explaining to someone the other day is that when we look for a master developer, we're the head coach.
That's right.
We're looking for a quarterback that can advance the ball downfield and get to that end zone and score that touchdown with delivering that project. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for someone that can lead the charge with us in partnership and really help us achieve the goals of affordable, diverse housing options, amenity-rich destinations within the county, as well as increasing job creation and increasing our commercial tax base. That's how Prince George's County is going to win. That's how we're going to elevate, and that's how we have to attack it as part of this region. And really, really continue to put Prince George's County on the map. So intentional elevation.
I love it.
I'm excited about it.
That's my chief.
Wow. So if you didn't know, the Revenue Authority is where the money resides. If you got a boot and it's on the ground, you know what that is too. Thank you to Judith S. Danso, Esquire, and Nicole Hall. Again, Takeout Tuesday alumnus. If you're currently on our YouTube channel, which I know you are, please look at all of Nicole's old Takeout Tuesday episodes. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Please, it costs you nothing to hit that button. Like, share, tell your friends, and comment. We want to hear from you. I promise you we'll talk back. Also, don't forget, Procurement 360 is coming back in December, and we're going through February. This is PGC EDC, where expansion starts here.